Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. I think I know who this is going to be against, based on the black picture. It's like we're playing Who's That Pokemon, but this time it's Who's That Yu-Gi-Oh character. The second Shadow Rider, Camelot. I forgot it. Camula, I think that's how you pronounce her name. Defeated Dr. Crowler and Zane, taking both their... Aw, we don't get to play those duels. I wanted to play her zombie deck, because I had zombies when I played this back in the day. Anyways, taking both their spirit keys and trapping their souls into dolls. It was up to Jaden to put an end to her madness. Alright, Camula, Camellia. Seeing her name on here is what's making me pronounce it poorly. I'm here for my friend's soul, and I'm not leaving till I get him. Truth be told, dear, you're not leaving here ever again. Not a single one of you are. Camula, get your game on, and I mean on high, because when somebody duels my pals and turns their souls into some dolls, it puts me in a bad mood. What a creepy face. And let me tell you something. I don't care. Ha ha ha. Maybe this will change your mind. I also believe this is the first duel where Jaden summoned the Shining Flare Wingman. So we'll see if we can end up doing that. I guess I'll try going first. I wouldn't mind getting like a Clayman to set in defense mode for a start. Or this is a really nice hand. So yeah, Flame Wingman, or Shining Flare Wingman, is just a fusion between Flame Wingman, the already fusion monster, and Sparkman. Yeah, it basically has Flame Wingman's effect, but a lot more attack power, and it gains 300 attack for each elemental hero in our graveyard. Typically, you would use a fusion substitute monster like King of the Swamp and fuse that with Sparkman to get our Flame Shining Flare Wingman thing going here. Well, let's just summon Sparkman here. We have a Mirror Force. I'm hoping she doesn't do something like play Vampire Lord, because that would be unfortunate for me. Yeah, we have another polymerization. That's nice. Let's make a fusion. I like Wild Edge. Because Wild Edge, he has an ability that lets us attack each of our opponent's monsters with him. Can attack every monster your opponent controls. So if she has something like Pyramid, one attack on each monster per battle phase. So if she has something like Pyramid Turtle, he can just keep attacking stuff until he doesn't. Oh, Vampire Lord is now in her hand. Not so worried about Vampire Lord as long as I have 2600 attack monster. The way you beat the Vampire Lord, don't destroy it with a card effect. Destroy it in battle. Otherwise it'll just return to the field. Okay, we can add one dark Vampire Monster. I've never seen this card before. Or one Vampire Spell or Trap card from your deck to your hand. There's Vampire Spell and Trap cards now? You can banish this card from your graveyard. One dark Vampire Monster you normal summon this turn can be summoned without tributing. Okay. That's good to know. And, well, she's going to do that. And there is the Vampire Lord. Not going to use Mirror Force, because there's really not much of a point. And Vampire's other effect is when it deals combat damage to me, she gets to pick a card type, either Spell, Trap, or Monster. Then I have to search my deck and take one card of that chosen type from my deck and put it into my graveyard. So basically, what spell don't I want to draw? Well, I have tons of fusion capabilities already, so I don't need to be drawing a fusion gate right now. I have multiple mirror forces in this deck. Well, that's a little absurd. We'll take out the Vampire Lord, and I guess we'll be on our merry way. Camelot. That's... I think it's... Oh... Book of Life. She gets back a zombie monster from her graveyard, and exiles or banishes one of our monsters from our graveyard. Alright, well, we have Sparkman. Alright, Blade Edge, use your effect. And just start attacking everything. Call of the Haunted, are you serious? Oh, hey. Look, I can attack it again with the Blade Edge. Or Wild Edge, I should say. If only it had piercing like Blade Edge does, that would make it even so much better. She is drawing a ton of stuff. Foolish Burial, setting up her graveyard. You can stop all of that at any time. Ooh, we could make Thunder Giant. We haven't made that card yet. In fact, I think that's exactly what we're going to do, because she likes to bring out a bunch of these Vampire Lords, and Sparkman can't really handle those. Now, Thunder Giant's effect lets us discard a card from our hand to destroy a face-up monster with an attack power less than... the 2400, which is the original attack of Thunder Giant. Well, we'll start with Wild Edge. And we'll attack with Thunder Giant. We have two of our Elemental Hero fusion monsters out. And she apparently doesn't have anything that's destroying monsters, so that's good. And she's going to call the Haunted on Vampire Lord. Vampire takeover. What's going on here? Vampires are taking over. She's tributing the two for Despair from the Dark. I don't want to see that. Oh, yeah, I have Mirror Force. Hi. Because after spending 3 cards to make a fusion summon, we still drew a fusion gate. Zombie-type monsters gain 500 attack during damage calculation only once per turn. When a card is sent from your opponent's deck to the graveyard, target 1 card on the field. Send 1 dark vampire monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard. If you do, destroy that target. Dang, that's also kind of nice. So it actually goes hand in hand with Vampire Lord's effect. Yeah. So yeah, if she had like a spell or trap that destroyed one of our fusion monsters, well, that's 3 cards down the drain for us, and that can become quite a problem, because you didn't see me getting a whole lot of other stuff outside of those couple fusion monsters. So if she had been able to kill those, we would have been in trouble for a while. Anyways, Jaden defeated Camelot, freeing Zane and Dr. Crowler's souls from her dolls. That's game. At last, the nightmare's finally over. This one, at least. Camelot was just the second of the Shadow Riders. And that means more are on the way. Well, hopefully we go through at least all of the Shadow Riders. Oh, hey, we got a new booster pack. The Cyrus pack. Dual Distractions. Oh yeah, I remember this one.